Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spurs Up Show, the best Gamecocks podcast on the internet. Today is Friday, December the 18th, 2020. On today's show, we switch things up a little bit. In the spirit of Christmas, I give my Gamecock fans Christmas wish list as we head into Christmas week. I'll talk about things from the coaching staff, the bowl games, packed venues across the board, Clemson losing to Notre Dame, peace on earth, much, much more here on Fridays. Again, we talk to Santa Claus, just like we did a year ago. Obviously, we're coming into the Christmas week. I will ask Santa Claus for things that I know all Gamecock fans are wishing this Christmas season. Before we get into everything, this is a podcast sent to you by our friends over at Upstate Movers Group. Guys, Upstate Movers Group, superior moving service. They bring care and attention other companies can't offer because they're just too busy maintaining trucks and profiting off of them instead of focusing on service. Guys, service is what separates Upstate Movers Group from the competition. They're not a trucking company. They are a moving services company, guys, and they're also employee-owned co-op. Their movers are paid twice the industry average, and everyone on the crew is just as invested in the success of the project as you are. They have dedicated professional crew members, and they also offer black glove service, guys. They offer end-to-end packing services, custom crating and packaging for special items, and cleaning services as well. They are founded by Greenville natives and University of South Carolina alumni, guys, so a Gamecock-owned small business. They also offer 20 years of project management and moving experience, and they can offer logistics and solutions, guys, that traditional moving companies simply do not have the skills for. Whether you're in the upstate or across the state of South Carolina, if you have any moving needs this holiday season, be sure to check out my friends at Upstate Movers Group, guys. You can find them on social media at Upstate Movers Group, and, of course, their website, upstatemoversgroup.com. That is upstatemoversgroup.com. The show is also brought to you by our friends over at MyBookie, guys. With the Christmas holiday right around the corner, literally a week from today, MyBookie's been in a giving mood. A $250 risk-free bet on Thanksgiving, boosted odds and free bets every hour of Black Friday, and they continue to give away more freebies for Cyber Monday. For a sports book that's supposed to be in the business of making money, guys, they were giving it away. That's just one of the reasons why I've been rolling with MyBookie this season. The fact is this. If you're going to put some action on the games, whether you're betting NFL, NCAA, college football, college hoops, whatever your preference, you want to do it with a reputable brand like MyBookie. Guys, make your deposit using the promo code Gamecocks. That's promo code Gamecocks, and they'll match you halfway to give you a head start on building your bankroll. Put in $200, get an extra $100 to play with. Joining and depositing is a simple process, and it's quick. But more importantly, when it's time to get paid, that's quick too, guys. Treat yourself some extra cash in your pocket this holiday season by investing in your intuition, guys. It's not just winter season, it's winning season. So bet, win, and get paid with MyBookie. Let's get it.
Zenni offers prescription glasses starting at $6.95, as well as affordable sunglasses, blue blockers, and more. The best part? Try any frame, anywhere, with our 3D virtual try-on. Visit Zenni.com today and change the way you buy glasses forever.
What's up with it?
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, 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 ho. Did you hear that? That's Santa Claus. We're a week away from Christmas, everyone. Hello, welcome, happy Friday. Hope you're all doing well. TGIF, the Friday before Christmas week, and we're exactly 7 days away from the big day, December the 25th. Also my birthday, by the way. Sneaky plug. Anyways, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Friday. Hope you all liked my Santa Claus impression. Like I said at the beginning of the show in the intro, today we switched things up a little bit. And I do want to give you guys, before we really dive into this show, and if you remember, we actually did this last year. And it was a huge success. You guys seem to love it. So I was like, why not bring it back? And I'm someone, I love the Christmas season. I love Christmas as a whole. I'm going to be home with the family as far as Christmas week and stuff like that. But I wanted to give you guys an update in regards to next week, how next week is going to look for content on the Spurs Up Show. So here is the tentative plan. And I say tentative. This is why I say it. South Carolina, obviously, guys, I think at this point it's pretty well known. The Gamecocks are going to a bowl game. It is going to happen. Now, what bowl game we are unsure of. That is something we will find out probably this weekend, probably on Sunday, because this was the tentative plan. No podcast, no daily stream, right? It's Christmas week. I'm going home, spending time with the family. I'm sure you're all doing the same, at least for half of the week or whatever your plans are. I will be going home and spending time with my family. Now, if South Carolina is playing in the Gasparilla Bowl, which is Saturday, December the 26th, that is obviously going to change things a lot. It will basically make next week a normal game week. So, as of now, there are no podcasts, there are no live streams planned. But again, that is tentative. That could change. If South Carolina is playing in the Gasparilla Bowl, there will be shows next week. There will be live streams. We will treat it as a game week. Again, I'm not 110% sure what that will look like, but I wanted to make you guys aware. Again, it's still very much a possibility that you hear from me next week. But again, we're talking right now, guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in, all the love, support, everything else. You guys have made this month a huge success. You know, it's crazy. I almost don't want to take next week off because, believe it or not, as good as October and November were numbers-wise in regards to downloads and views and all that stuff, we're actually on pace to shatter those records from the previous 2 months. So we'll see what happens. Everything happens for a reason. If South Carolina plays in the Gasparilla Bowl, we will make adjustments. If they play in the Gator Bowl, obviously, I think things will stay pretty normal as far as the schedule I've told you guys. But again, we'll see what happens. But for now, we're assuming that I'm not going to be talking to you guys next week because, of course, just like I did last year when I took the entire week off for Christmas, I'm giving my Gamecock fans Christmas wish list. We're talking to Santa Claus. Let's set the mood really quickly. Let's set the mood. Bring in the music. Turn down the lights a little bit. Cut the candles on. Get the nutcracker out. Sit by the fire. Snuggle up next to somebody close. We're talking to Santa Claus. You ready? Here we go. Dear Santa, first things first, it's great to talk to you once again. You know, obviously it's been a while. We chatted with you last year. You know, I look back at my list from last year, Santa. You were pretty nice to me last year. I really thought you were kind to us Gamecock fans in a lot of different ways. But I come to you this year, Santa, in 2020, and boy, it's been a tumultuous year, as I'm sure you're very familiar with the pandemic and everything that's happened. So if you could just take it a little easy on us or be extra nice to us. I think we've all paid our dues and behaved as Gamecock fans. But dear Santa, the first thing I'm asking for on my Christmas wish list is this. You all know we have a new head coach in Shane Beamer. And as Gamecock fans, we have displayed great patience in regards to waiting on who our new coaching staff is going to be, our offensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator, our strength coach. Santa, I ask you on behalf of all Gamecock fans, this Christmas, can you please gift us with an elite coaching staff? You know, you obviously understand what we had to sit through the last 5 years in regards to our previous coach, our previous coaching staff, changing OCs, what it felt like as often as you'd probably change your underwear, Santa. But if you could just do us that favor, put under the Christmas tree, and I don't have any names specifically, cough, cough, Garrett Riley. I don't have any names specifically for you, but an elite offensive coordinator, an elite defensive coordinator, an elite strength coach, elite position coaches. Santa, if you could just do that for us and help Shane Beamer's staff be one of the premier staffs in the entire country. Obviously, Santa, that's going to help us with recruiting. Santa, that's going to help us with the 2021 season, which will be a very big season as it is Shane Beamer's first season as the Gamecocks football coach. Santa, if you could do that for us, just leave that under the Christmas tree, an elite coaching staff, we would be forever grateful to you. Dear Santa, my second thing on my Christmas wish list for all Gamecock fans, and we're talking South Carolina football, obviously, and I know many fans have mixed feelings on this, Santa, because they just simply don't want to get hurt again. Like I said, we've been through a lot in 2020. We've dealt with a lot. We've seen a lot. Outside of the pandemic, we're talking Gamecock sports, right? And you probably saw, Santa, from afar this football season. You know what happened. But listen, it's most likely South Carolina is going to go to a bowl game, right, Santa? So if you could just do us this favor. If under the Christmas tree this Christmas in a week, if you could just leave us all tickets and an invite to a warm weather bowl game, and also, Santa, if you could do this for us, I know this is asking a lot, not just going to a warm weather bowl game down in Florida, but a bowl game win as well, Santa. Like I said, we've really paid our dues this year. We've gone through a lot. We've had to suffer, call it for what it is. We've had to suffer from time to time. If you could give us that bowl game win in a warm weather bowl game, Santa, it would just fill us with the Christmas joy that I know you're filled with every single day of the year, Santa Claus. If you could just do that, just leave the tickets right under the tree there. Leave us a bowl game win, Santa. That would at least give Gamecock fans something to feel good about and feel jolly and feel happy just like you are. And as Gamecock fans, and I'll be honest, we don't have a lot to feel jolly about a lot of the times. If you could just do us that, I know it's asking a lot. I know you normally don't tamper with results in football games, but for this one time, Santa, if you could just do that for us Gamecock fans, we truly would appreciate it. Dear Santa, my third thing on my Christmas wish list this year, and as I mentioned before, it's been a tumultuous year. The COVID-19 pandemic is hit, which, by the way, Santa, I hope you and yours have been healthy. I'm sure you and Mrs. Claus up in the North Pole and all of the reindeer and the elves have been just as healthy as you could ever be staying away. Because as we all know, nothing bad enters the North Pole, right? It's all joy and happiness and jolly and toys and all of that good stuff, right? Nothing can penetrate the power of Santa Claus on Christmas, right? But unfortunately, Gamecocks basketball does not fall in that same boat. As you probably know, Santa, again, watching from afar, Gamecocks basketball has not played in quite some time. I think it's been about 3 weeks since the boys have had a game. Heck, we were supposed to have our annual rivalry matchup. South Carolina was probably going to make it 2 wins in a row over their rival on the hardwood. And unfortunately, Santa, the game tomorrow got pushed back because of COVID-19. Santa, this Christmas, if you could just slide under Frank Martin's tree the COVID-19 vaccine so he can give it out to his players so we can have a healthy Gamecocks basketball team. Santa, listen, we're all diehard football fans here in the South, right? All of us Gamecock fans, we're no exception to that. We're diehard football fans, but we do love our Gamecocks basketball. There's no doubt about that. We love watching Frank Martin and all the boys on the hardwood do their thing. Santa, just slip that vial, slip that vaccine under Frank Martin's tree. Let him wake up on Christmas morn, go open his gifts, and there it is. A gift from Santa Claus, the key to getting his basketball team back healthy. I know he'd certainly appreciate, because listen, Santa, right now, he's not in a very good mood. I'm sure he might be on your naughty list, actually, because I don't know if you've heard him scream at basketball games before or get into his players, but they are not nice words, Santa, and they're probably not things you would approve of either. So let's both do us a favor, right? Let's help get Frank Martin back on the nice list and get him in a cheerful mood. And you know what would make him really happy right now? If his team was healthy and could practice and play games. So Santa, if you could do that for us, just slide that vaccine right under Frank Martin's tree, we truly, truly would appreciate it here in Gamecock Nation. Dear Santa, my fourth thing on my Christmas wish list this year, and yes, Santa, it's a long list. As Gamecock fans, we got a lot to ask for. But I know it's not too much for you. My fourth thing on my list this year, again, I've been talking a lot about this whole pandemic situation. And how can you not, Santa? It's affected us all. We've had to deal with it all year long. Heck, we didn't even know if we'd have football. So that was a blessing in itself. But Santa, you know what we all really miss doing? We all miss going and supporting our Gamecocks in person, Santa. And like I was just talking about with the vaccine for Frank Martin, if you could just, under our tree this year, slip us all the vaccine and plus season tickets to every single sporting event at South Carolina. I'm talking basketball at CLA, baseball at Founders Park, and football at Williams-Brice Stadium in 2021, Santa. We want to pack the venues yet again. We want to show the country why Gamecock fans are the best fans in the entire country. Santa, if you could just do us that favor, let us pack the venues once again. And I'm not talking 20%. I'm not talking 30% or 50%. I'm talking a packed house at Colonial Life Arena. I'm talking a packed Friday night for an SEC series at Founders Park. I'm talking a packed 80,000 screaming and yelling at Williams-Brice Stadium to kick off the Shane Beamer era. Santa, if you could just do that for us, God, I know I speak for all Gamecock fans. We would be so grateful for you, Santa. So Santa, if you could just keep that one in mind, especially, we truly would appreciate it. Dear Santa, my fifth thing on my Christmas wish list this year, and listen, I know it's not good to wish ill amongst others, but Santa, have you ever met a Clemson fan before? Because if you have not, sir, let me educate you on an entire fan base that deserves a lump of coal. I mean, we are talking the most miserable, downright despicable human beings to walk this planet Earth, Santa. Someone who has everything, but still insists on living in misery and trying to poke fun and belittle others. Santa, to rectify this, or to at least let us feel jolly and feel good for a day, Santa, if you could just make Clemson lose to Notre Dame in the ACC title and keep the Clemson Tigers out of the college football playoff, Santa, I think most Gamecock fans, they probably put this one at the top of their list. They probably, if you can grant this one, Santa, I don't know that they would ask for anything else from you this entire year. And Santa, like I said, we've paid our dues, right? Well, we've suffered through 2020. We've dealt with this season as a whole. Santa, if you could just give us this, like I said, fill us with the jolly and the joy that you and your elves and Mrs. Claus and your reindeer have every single day a year. We're asking for one.
Did you know you could shop around for prescription prices? With GoodRx, you can find free coupons at over 70,000 pharmacies and save up to 80%. It's that easy. But don't just take my word for it. Dr. Adam says, I've been telling all my patients about GoodRx. Jacqueline says, my medication was $65 without insurance, but I paid $25. Aubriana says, you don't have to pay full price to live your best life. Couldn't have said it better myself. GoodRx is 100% free. Download the GoodRx app today and start saving. GoodRx is not insurance. Who are you texting?
My therapist.
You text with your therapist?
Text, video chat, call. Yep.
That sounds too easy. How did you find her?
I just went to betterhelp.com/save. She's a licensed therapist and it's all online. I connect when it's convenient for me and don't waste time driving anywhere. Plus, it's affordable.
I wonder if I should try it.
It's great to talk to someone in confidence. She's helped me sort out quite a few things. And right now you save 10% off the first month when you go through betterhelp.com/save.
BetterHelp.com/save. Got it.
Day to feel good and to have something to smile about when we watch that team from the upstate play. And that would be losing to Notre Dame in Charlotte for a second time this football season. Santa, again, I don't need to take you. I don't know if you take your sleigh to Clemson, South Carolina or not, but if you do, then you know about the people I'm talking about. And again, we're talking about an entire fan base that deserves a lump of coal, Santa. So if you could do us that favor, put some magic in the Irish, help them to overcome that team from the upstate, help them to get that win over them yet again. That would put a smile on all of Gamecock Nation's face. Dear Santa, my final thing on my Christmas wish list, and it may be the most important. Santa, I asked you for this last year, and I thought first things first, Santa, you did a fantastic job. Not that you don't always, but you did a great job. And this is something that we'll ever constantly be working on, but I think has gotten much better from this time last year now. But Santa, I feel like it's something I need to emphasize every single year. Because no matter how much good there is in the world and how much positivity, there are still people trying to bring others down and trying to be negative just to be negative, and trying to belittle others who are trying to do great things in their life or just trying to live their lives in happiness and positivity. Santa, I ask you for this. Lastly, but maybe most importantly, peace on earth and goodwill amongst all Gamecock fans. Santa, we're a family, right? Gamecock fans, we're a family. But as you know, sometimes in a family, things can get a little chaotic. Things can get a little hectic. And I don't know, Santa, if you've ever perused the message boards, the scum of the earth that are message boards, or if you've ever taken your time to look at Gamecock Twitter, Gamecock Instagram, or Gamecock social media as a whole. As I'm sure you can most likely attest, things can get a little out of control sometimes, maybe a little bit personal, maybe a little bit over the top, if you will. Santa, for those people who are in their own misery, they're wallowing in self-pity, they're hating on others for living out their dreams or chasing their dreams or just being positive people going about their daily lives. Santa, I just ask you, let's all be a little bit nicer to each other in 2021, Santa. If you could just slide under their tree, not a lump of coal. I don't ask you to put a lump of coal under those people's tree. But for the people, even the people that have said things such as, hey, you big, stupid, fat idiot who colors his beard and goes to the tanning bed, even though I don't do either of those things. Hey, you stupid fire muschamp, go kill yourself because you don't like our head coach. Even those people, Santa, they need you more than anyone probably on this planet does. Santa, if you could just slide under their Christmas tree, maybe just a letter, maybe $100 bill. Heck, I don't know. maybe a new Twitter account, or maybe just delete Twitter off of their phones. And if you could just give them something, though, that'll bring a smile to their face and let them know, hey, we all bleed the same blood. We all bleed the garnet and black. We all pull for the same team. And at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. Santa, help them to take social media a little bit less seriously and not get so mad. And let's all grab hands, come together, sing Kumbaya, and as Gamecock fans and as people, all live in harmony. Santa, if you could do that for them, if you could spread that joy, that love, I think it would do wonders, Santa, for those people. Again, spread the joy that is Christmas, the Christmas spirit. Fill them with that Christmas spirit, Santa. And again, peace on earth and goodwill amongst all Gamecock fans. Thank you, Santa. We truly appreciate you taking this time to listen to us, Santa, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me once again. This is one of my favorite shows of the year. I love talking to Santa Claus. I love the Christmas season. I'm in the Christmas spirit. We're just a week away, guys. Again, thank you so much, all of you, for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned again next week, because the schedule is tentative, depending on what the bowl schedule looks like. Guys, hey, guess what? The content never sleeps. If we play Saturday, December the 26th in the Gasparilla Bowl, well, guess what? The show rolls on. Granted, I want to let you guys know, I probably will not be in the studio because I'm still planning on going home, spending time with the family. So I might be remote location, but either way, the show will roll on. I know you guys don't mind because you're the best fans in the world and you're freaking awesome. So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Until we talk again, whether that be Monday, December 21st or Monday, December the 28th, whenever it may be, if we do not speak again, to you and yours, a Merry Christmas. Seriously, take time with your family. Enjoy the company. You don't know how long people are going to be around. Enjoy every single second, guys. And again, I say to you, to you, all of you guys, thank you so much once again for the love, for the support, for taking time to consume the content, share the content, show love to the content. I wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas. And I hope Santa Claus brings us all what we want this year as Gamecock fans, but more importantly, as people, guys. We'll talk again soon. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Talk to you on the flip side.
We'll get back to your music shortly, but first, did you know that prescription prices are different at different pharmacies? You could literally drive across the street and get a different price. That's crazy. But with GoodRx, you can instantly compare prices at every pharmacy in your neighborhood and save up to 80%. You're probably thinking there's a catch, right? Nope. It's 100% free and can save you money whether you have insurance or not. In fact, it can often beat your copay. Download the GoodRx app today and start saving. GoodRx is not insurance.